Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.
Welcome into another edition of Sports Junkies here at RacineSportsZone.com. Steve Sparky Fifer with you from Sports Radio 1250 WSSP, along with Gery Woelfel of the Racine Journal-Times. And news of breaking in the prep sports world: Gabbi Ortiz, Gery Woelfel's girl, is leaving him to go out of state to go play college basketball.
That's why she's going out of state.
Yeah, to go play college basketball somewhere else. Where's Gabbi going?
She was going to the University of Oklahoma, which is a very good basketball program, obviously. Yeah. They've been to a Final Four. And, she could have went to anywhere she wanted in the country, and she opted to go there. I know she broke the hearts of Wisconsin and Marquette, two teams that are trying to rebuild, but she's stepping into a program that's going to contend, certainly, for a conference title, and who knows from after that.
It's getting to the point where it's almost like the boys' programs, where you can't keep the big players in state as well.
It is. It's really unfortunate. From a selfish standpoint, and I really don't care where these guys go. I mean, it's their own lives, right, and they got to go to the place that's best for them. But personally, it would really be nice if they stayed at Wisconsin or Marquette, so you can kind of watch them. You can keep tabs on them. You follow them through high school and college. It's the natural progression. And like Crystal Ellis ended up at Marquette, and LaTanya Sims and Keisha Anderson at Wisconsin, and it just gives you a better feel of what they're doing,
Sure.
But you're absolutely right. The last couple of years,
the boys are getting away too.
The boys are getting away, and a couple of years ago, Samantha Logic, she went to Iowa, and she's obviously doing well, fitting into that program. But at the same time, I am a homer when it comes to local kids.
Sure.
You have some contact with.
Totally understand. On my Twitter account at Sparky Radio, I had people complaining that we did not talk about the Burlington Catholic Central boys basketball team.
There you go.
Last week on the Junkies video. So I said, okay, fair enough. We will talk about Burlington Catholic Central this week. So what do we know about Burlington Catholic Central basketball?
That their coach is Eric Henderson.
He's been there.
He's my guy, by the way.
He's been there for a while.
One of these days, I'm coming in with a Catholic Central.
He should come in.
He should come in. He used to be an assistant coach at Iowa State.
Yep.
So he's familiar with basketball at the high school and college level. But chatted with him the other day, and we did talk about his team, believe it or not.
Okay, good.
But they got a lot of guys coming back. Spencer Wilker, Tegan Miles, Bailey Wright. And I could go right down the line. I know he's got all 5 starters back, and he's got a couple guys that saw pretty good minutes last year. So he's really optimistic, cautiously.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes, and you know why, don't you?
Why is that, Gery?
It is because they are in the vaunted Metro Classic Conference. And I'll tell you what, that conference is really good, as you well know.
Yeah.
Whitefish Bay Dominican right off the top. They got perhaps the best junior player in the country in Diamond Stone.
Yep, top 3. And then you got, of course, have St.
Catherine's, and then you got several other teams that are going to be very competitive. In fact, the other night I went to see Prairie play, their season opener, and Coach Jason Edisoff has totally revamped his offense. I mean, it used to be kind of a methodical, slow-down, half-court game, and now they're running. And they got 2 really good senior guards in Sam Kaharchik and Sam Hayden. So they look good. Granted, they didn't play, a very difficult team.
Sure.
But at least you see something encouraging with that.
Let's go to the Southern Lakes Conference now. We'll stay in Burlington. We'll go to Burlington High School and talk about what the Demons have over at Burlington.
Well, you know what? Every year Burlington contends. They might win a championship, or they're going to be in the upper echelon of the conference. And you would think, okay, this is the year where they're going to fall back because they lost 4 starters, okay? So
that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. So I also talked to Steve Bruzowitz, their coach, and he said that, he thinks that they can contend, that they could be a legitimate team in the Southern Lakes. And their key player is going to be Ben Geiger, a guard who's a good shooter. So You can't count out the Demons, even though they lost all its people.
You guys had the Southern Lakes preview of the Racine Journal-Times at RacineSportsZone.com, and when you see the story pop up, it's Union Grove looking at you right there in the face. How good's Union Grove?
You did your homework, my man.
Well, yeah.
I'm impressed. By the way, where are your shades?
Come on,
put them on. Just put them on one time.
No!
He comes walking into the Journal-Times this morning like he's Hollywood Fifer.
I was just tired.
You're just tired. Oh, come on.
I was tired.
Yeah.
No, I was not doing that, Greg. Just worked late. That's all it was.
You're just a late night person.
Yeah, right.
You're a night owl.
But not you.
I don't walk. I thought it was Tony La Russa for a minute. You come walking with your shades.
Can we focus on Union Grove, please?
Nice. Yeah, okay.
They need their time.
They do. Union Grove is going to have a banner season. They already started out with a victory over Cudahy. They got all 5 starters back.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Is Cudahy basketball like Cudahy football?
Doesn't matter. They start.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They started out with a win,
All right, fine.
But no, they're very encouraged. Dave Pett, the basketball coach at Union Grove, is really has high hopes for this team. 5 guys back, all starters. Similar to Catholic Central, they got some good guys.
See, you can't measure having that chemistry in place when you step on the floor.
I agree.
Going from one team that loses 3 starters, or 4 starters from the year prior, to a team coming back with all 5 guys returning, that gives them the immediate advantage right out of the box.
Did you hear the train that just went by?
No, I didn't.
We're inside and the train goes by.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, okay.
Waterford.
Yeah, no, let's go back to what Union Grove. Andrew Kozakowski, the first and only player coming back this year who made all first-team Southern Lakes Conference. Very good player. And Grant Beck had a huge night against Cudahy, 25 points. So
sure.
I like the Broncos.
Well, you got to be more than
I'm on that Bronco bandwagon.
You got to be more than Cudahy before I'm sold on anybody.
Oh
come on, it's Cudahy. Let's talk about Waterford now. Waterford football, obviously very good, and Waterford basketball's been competitive.
Yeah, here's another case where they got ravaged by graduation.
Yep.
Their 2 top stars from a year ago, Huntsucker and Benavides, they were a 1-2 punch. They averaged combined, I think, probably like 30 points. So you take 30 points out of the lineup, you're going to feel it. But they have a kid named Grayson Wolf-Dixon who's about 6'5", and for a lack of a better analogy, he is the Larry Sanders of the
shot blocker,
rebounder. He can really alter games, which a lot of guys in that conference can't do. So he's going to have to pick up the slack, but he's going to play a key role. And then they also have a guy named Russ Gunderson, who's a very good shooter.
He's a 6'5" kid. Does he play football too, or does he just play basketball?
That's a good question. I think he's just a basketball guy. Yeah.
Oh, play football.
What are you on the football bandwagon too?
Well, if he's 6'5" and athletic, good luck finding a cornerback that's going to cover a 6'5" athletic guy at wide receiver or something like that. You don't think Coach Balkin would enjoy having a 6'5" kid out there? You would have to. I would. I'm just saying. Basketball players should play.
Put on your sunglasses and act Hollywood.
I'm just saying, basketball players should play football too. I think it's good for them.
Absolutely, I'm all for that multi-sport.
So who are you taking with the Southern Lakes?
Well, with the Broncos, pressure's on you guys.
Union Grove.
Come on now. I was on a roll in the football season. Right?
You were.
St. Catherine's, Waterford. So
yeah, you called St. Cat's.
Don't blow me away.
You called St. Cat's winning a state championship.
You did say that.
No, you said that. Not this guy.
I didn't remember saying that, but you said.
But Lancaster won again last week, so Lancaster made it all
yeah, exactly. So
yeah, he's Gery
Broncos.
He's Gery Woelfel. I'm Steve Sparky. Fifer. That'll do it for another edition of Sports Junkies, talking preps basketball right here at RacineSportsZone.com.
Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.
This is all it says.